What was the motivation to try to get in this year?
Honestly, I've been playing my team on a competitive level for the past few years. So I knew where my abilities were. It was just about, qualifying, because that was the only thing I was missing. So that was my motivation, not even the money, honestly. In addition to that, my strategy going in was really just to speed.
What a fantastic look at the skyscrapers that make up the skyline here in the cradle of... We are nearly...
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
Trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
The putback, that shot off the mark. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Shooting foul, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Simmons with it. He's got 9. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Here's Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Tice has got 6.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively? That was worth the price of admission.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. That one goes in. 8 points for him.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Passes it to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid's shot is good.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
How fantastic is Jaylen Brown getting the position he wants deep inside, easily slams it home.
The drive by Simmons.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he elevates for this slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And here's Richardson. No points in the game yet for him. Feeds to Harris. And stolen by Hayward. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Tatum. And that one goes long.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is... And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that put...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the one spot.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Here's Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Here's Milton. Misses in close.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
But I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. It's stolen by Brown. And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Here's Milton. And just miss after miss right now. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Wanamaker. Finished off the break. Wanamaker's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Works with it. Williams picks him up. And Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Embiid makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Richardson in for Burks. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Tatum comes in for Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
And stolen by Thibault. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Al Horford. The Celtic shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Tice with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Back to Tice. To the paint. Williams against Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. And Robinson III comes in for Tobias Harris. And Simmons subbed in for Richardson. And the Celtics also making a change. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Daniel Tice.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
And the shot goes down. Smart's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way, he's still able to complete the play.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. The game plan did not work out for Boston in the first quarter. A big part of the problem was the... And that should do...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Walker goes in, pass to Tice. Back to Walker, and stolen by Simmons.
His 4th giveaway tonight, just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Tatum's got 6 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And he gets it to go.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Simmons. Missed inside.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
That one good for 2. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. But how about the better offense of Jason Tatum on his way to the cup? Woo-hoo!
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Hayward kicks to Tice. Back to Hayward. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. That's
miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in for Ben Simmons. The Celtics also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Simmons checked in for Philadelphia.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touchdown low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Stolen by Kanter. And again, Boston running the court in transition. Shots good by Walker.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The drive by Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 33. Celtics leading by 5.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Boston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And Simmons drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Brown. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. Scott finds Harris. And he makes that one.
How about the tenaciousness on that play from Harris? That's the brand of toughness they want from him every night.
To the inside and stolen by Harris. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Cantor is a solid athlete now. This guy, a determined driver who can get to the rim with those long strides.
They get a hand on it. Simmons dishes to Harris. And stolen by Williams. Here's Walker. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 5 assists in the game. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Harris.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Bucket is good. Walker's got 6 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
But tried by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
It's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Harris. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Smart. Here's Cantor. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Burks. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Pass to Wanamaker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Hayward. Down low. And that one drops for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Burks with it. Williams picks him up. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. It's blocked. Shoots over Embiid. Now the pass to Tatum. Second chance shot. Bank shot. No good. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Horford. Great D that time from Tatum.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And they get it back. Smart passes to Tatum. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Williams. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Burks. Boston also with the sub. Tice is checked in. Here's Thibault. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Hayward kicks to Tice. In the corner, Tatum with it. Hayward passes to Tice. Embiid with the steal. Oh, and here comes Robinson all alone. Oh!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Well, Jason Tatum at 6'8" with authority. That's nice.
Here's Embiid. Milton finds Embiid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And the basket by Tatum.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Horford. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 8. And the dunk by Tatum.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
A shot by Milton, no good. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Brown is checked in for Boston. Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. The kick out to Tatum. Walker looking for an opening. Passes it to Tice. Hayward on the wing. 4 on the clock. And Tice throws it down.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
2 free throws coming up, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Walker.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And, Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Count it, good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Pass to Tice. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. So Boston ends up going with a new group. It's stolen by Milton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 45 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
That's good from Green. Both free throws good from Green. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. It's a 14-point game. Simmons can't get it to go. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 47 points.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Here's Langford. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win.
what lineups are successful. So what were some of the cards that you were using or relying on to get in to qualify?
The main one was Steph Curry. Pink Diamond Steph Curry. That card, I'll be honest with you, he probably averaged.
A great view of our broadcast location. And before
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard. Now, here's Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. 6 to shoot. Young from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And Hayward gets it to go.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
A nice shot by Young.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Young against Walker. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 8 points.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Collins kicks to Young. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Hayward outside. Brown the pass to Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now to the paint. Tice in the high post. Clock at 4. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Walker. He has 5.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Collins. Rejected by Walker. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. It's stolen by Capella. Young with no one around. Again, Young missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Brown finds Tice. Back to Brown. That one off the back iron and out.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Now here's Hayward. He's tightly guarded. Walker with a clean look. But they'll get another chance. Back to Hayward. Passes to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Tice. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Atlanta leading by 3. Herter passes to Collins. Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Tatum. The kick out to Walker. To the inside. Here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Boston, Cantor checked in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Teague's at the ball here for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Back to Jones. Pass to Bembry to end the run. It's rebounded by Tice. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. That one goes. Count it.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Smart. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Dedmon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, Dedmon plays with some power, and when he's aggressive, it forces the defense to get a little bit more physical with him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Teague drives in, and it's slammed in by Teague.
What a sick dunk from Jeff Teague, who throws that one straight down after sprinting to the hoop.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Got it off in time. No good on that one. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Celtics out in front, ending the first quarter on a 14-4 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
In the corner, Smart with it. Back to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Brown and Jones sends it back. Goes up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Williams finds Brown. Outside, Smart. The kick out to Williams. Left side, Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Teague covering. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break, the Hawks. Fernando can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about. got to take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt, has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Shots good by Williams.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Jones with the ball for Atlanta. 6-point game. Yep, that one goes. Fernando's got 6 points in the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Williams kicks to Williams. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Bembry. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Jones. John Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. And then for Boston, Cantor checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Williams. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Hunter became a household name with winning a national championship when he was in college. And he wasted no time showing that he was going to be ready for NBA competition.
Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the 3 ball. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Young. Lets the 3 fly. And Boston with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Tice throws it down.
And we all know Walker can score, but he's also terrific at finding his teammates.
Dedmon inside. He's covered by Cantor. A nice shot by Young.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Cantor finds Tice. Puts up a 3. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 4. It's Young on the wing. He's got 11. And here is Hunter. Back to Young. There's the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here is Young. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got 14 points for the game.
You start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his 3-point motion, count it.
Brown dishes to Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Herter. Capella, the pass to Young. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Tice finds Brown. Celtics passing it around. Back to Walker. Tatum on the wing. From deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got his second basket.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Hayward against Collins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Hayward against Collins. Hayward kicks to Walker. Back to Hayward. Pass to Tice. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And it's off from three-point range. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And it's put back up and in by Capella.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Hunter. And now here comes Young leading the break. Shoots over Walker. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. The three. Kept alive.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. It's stolen by Capella. And here's the break. Here's Herter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You wonder with talent around him how much more Kevin Herter's offensive game can grow.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Williams drops them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. To the middle. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Dedmon.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And finished off by Brown.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Bembry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Fernando. He kicks it to Dedmon. There's the pass to Reddish. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Fernando.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Dedmon with it. 23 seconds left in the third. Pass to Fernando. From down in the low post, it goes. Fernando's got 8 points.
You know, Dedmon's not going to get a lot of possessions like that, but makes a very good decision. Finds an open teammate.
Now, here's Reddish. No good with the layup.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Celtics out in front, leading by a point. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. T kicks to Jones. Down low. Feeds it to Dedmon. Williams with the steal. Here's Smart. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Teague. It's tipped and taken away by Brown. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Jones, and he could not get that one to... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire, and these shots are helping out the offense.
Tatum passes to Walker. Brown outside. He dishes it to Williams. Outside, Walker. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Rebound by the Hawks. Inside. Jones kicks to Young. Out to the right wing. Hunter with it. Brown on him. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. Celtics leading by 3. Walker finds Tatum. The kick out to Walker. Back to Tatum. Outside Williams. Walker in the corner. 5 on the clock to the inside. Low block shot. That one good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks, and he's going to make you pay.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Young's got 19 points.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Got a piece of it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. On the wing, Brown. The kick out to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Herter passes to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about that? John Collins with some footwork down low. That looked like it's been practiced in the offseason.
Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Tice is checked in.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Brown outside. Tice passes to Hayward. Busted. No good that time either. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the middle. Here's Capella. It's deflected. Brown the pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Collins grabs the miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Passes it to Herter. And Young now, top of the key. Oh, and they take the lead. Young's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Hawks.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
The 3 from Tatum. Good! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here, and the game is close. He kicks it up enough.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Walker. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
41 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Collins against Hayward. Back to Walker. The pass to Tice. To the inside. It counts. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
It's stolen by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Now here's Hunter. Defended by Hayward. Young fires away from outside. Misses the tray.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Back to Tatum. Pass to Walker. Hayward kicks to Walker. And here is Tatum. 4 on the clock. Smart wide open. He fires. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Hawks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Pass to Herter. Young against Walker. Lob pass to Capella. He can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Hunter's checked in for Reddish.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today.
The Hawks trail by 5. Hunter dishes to Young. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 25 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Tatum, and he makes good on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Passes it to Tice. Inside, here's Hayward. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Young pass to Herter. The kick out to Young. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Fast break, the Hawks. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Herter very comfortable taking that big shot.
Out to Hayward. This one for 3. Again, the miss by Hayward. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. The kick out to Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Hayward from outside. Rebounded by Capella. And it's the Hawks' ball. They trail by 1. And it's Herter, top of the key. There's the dish to Capella. Kicks it to Young. Off target from downtown. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Walker in the post. The kick out to Tatum. It's stolen by Capella.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And Lloyd Pierce wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They escape with a victory. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett.
probably averaged at least 50 points a game during qualifiers. Like, he was going crazy, you know. But the lineup I ran was Pink Diamond Steph Curry, Pink Diamond Dominique Wilkins. Love that card, by the way. The Diamond Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then we had Draymond Green, and I want to say it was George Mikan at center. So we had a pretty nice lineup there. Just more about just causing turnovers and giving Curry the ball.
So you are on.
And here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look of intensity.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Clock at 2. Shoots the 3. Tatum's shot is off. Brooklyn with the ball. Down low and taken away by Brown. Now Tice. Tatum with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Tice, and it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started. And talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
And so he hits both.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
Hayward passes to Tatum. Irving with the steal. Allen finds KD. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. KD's got his 2nd bucket.
I mean, there's just no answer for Durant inside. It looks like you should be able to body him up, and you can forget about that.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Back to Irving. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Nets leading by 3. To the paint. Back to Harris. KD looking around. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
And the Nets making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in. Smart against Harris. Smart passes to Williams. Right side, Smart. Now the pass to Wanamaker. Irving against Tatum. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Outside Irving. Harris outside. Passes to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Taken away by Williams. Only one man back on D. And stolen by Jordan. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. A second chance effort. Outside Irving. Prince wide open. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Cantor, the pass to Smart. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Now, here is Irving. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Tatum kicks to Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cantor finds Smart. Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And here's Prince outside. Another miss by Prince. To the middle and stolen by Jordan. 1 second left and he dunks it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Oh yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And we reach the end. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Sets and slips with the best. I mean, DJ mastered pick and roll action back in his days with the Clippers playing with CP3.
Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Prince. And the layup's good off the glass. Prince has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Nets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Williams. Harris against Hayward. And stolen by Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Prince. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Jordan with it. Williams picks him up. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Here's Luwawu. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Jordan kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot for the 3. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. Hayward dishes to Williams. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Here's Luwawu. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Taken away by Williams. On the wing, Williams. Celtics passing it around. Here's Wanamaker. Smart passes to Hayward. Great D that time from Jordan.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Prince dishes it to Jordan. And it goes down 2 points. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Smart passes to Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen's checked in for Taurean Prince. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. Karis LeVert's checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Celtics trail by 11. Brown kicks to Tatum. Fires for 3. Cantor, and Cantor able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Irving looking over the floor. Outside Durant. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He had a nice open look right there. And the Nets lead by 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Brown right side. The pass to Tice. Cantor inside. And so it's DeAndre Jordan. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
On the floor for Boston. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Tice, no good. Brooklyn leading by 13.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Allen passes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And so Boston again turning it over. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Now the feed to Brown. Here's Durant. And the rejection by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Passes it to LeVert. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Tice. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Good on the 2nd free throw. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Looking for Tice. He gets it there. Smart passes to Tice. He feeds it to Williams. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Smart finds Cantor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Good on the bucket. Brown's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. A shot's good from Irving.
All Irving needs is a little room to fire. Once the screen comes his way, he's going to score the defense.
Williams dishes to Brown. Pass to Cantor. Outside, Smart. Right side, Williams. Poked away. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Pushing it up. Outside for Durant. And the pass to Irving. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, Irving isn't afraid of getting physical inside, showing big-time strength to pick up the foul.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Taurean Prince in for Joe Harris. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside for Jordan. Prince in the corner and taken away by Brown. Outside, Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Durant. Over Tatum. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. KD's got 6 points.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irvin is proven to be a sensational teammate.
That's tipped, and he gets it back. Brown kicks to Smart. Here's Cantor. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Prince finds Levert. Outside Jordan. Inside. It's stolen by Brown. And again, Boston running the court in transition. Tatum, that's for 2. Smart passes to Cantor. Over Irvin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
And Cantor drops them both. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 8. We've got more. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. And there's Jared Allen. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Well, the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Clearly a foul.
That's good from Tice. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Passes it to Tice. Back to Tatum. Hayward outside. Pass to Tice. And it's sent back by Allen. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And here's Harris from the arc. They get it back. Allen. And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And Allen drops them both. Celtics trail by 13. Down low. Here's Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward with good awareness finds the open man.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's Durant on the wing. Dinwiddie left side. Back to KD. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Hayward passes to Tice. The lead now in single digits. Tice has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
KD against Tatum. KD passes to Harris. On the wing, Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant. Just 4 to shoot. That one doesn't go. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Hayward, and yes, it's good.
Love watching Hayward fight through the contact. You see the improved strength working for him.
Nets leading by 7. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Durant the pass to Allen, and Allen slams it in.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. Nice ball movement by Boston. And there it is for him. Tice has got 10 points in just the second half.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Got a piece of it. Irving against Walker. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And that's what you got to love about Walker's fearlessness. He wants the ball in those big moments.
Dinwiddie outside. He dishes it to Durant. On the wing, Irving. Off target from outside.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset. And another reason why Hayward gets paid the big bucks, he's fully committed to his ability to make big shots.
And Irving launches it from deep. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
How many clutch shots have we seen Durant hit? It's countless at this point, and he keeps adding to the total.
To the inside, Walker, and it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds, last touched by Allen. Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. .55 seconds left in the game. Brown finds Tice. Count it!
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. It's in!
Oh, man, you got to appreciate the poise of Irving. He's always composed, especially on important possessions.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. In the corner, it's Hayward. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. From the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie, left side. Left side, KD. Dinwiddie dishes to Durant. Back to Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Durant. 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And you never hear about it, but Durant is very strong. That allows him to finish on shots like that. He has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work, getting after it on the glass.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
on your way to this tournament. What's your mentality going in? How do you feel?
I do feel like I am one of the top players right now, for sure. I feel like I'm a lot of people.
And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Korkmaz is out there with Simmons. And it's Burks in at small forward. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Boy, Simmons so dangerous in these open floor situations. I love his aggressiveness in getting to the right spot.
Walker the pass to Tatum. No good there. Now the 76ers take it the other way. The drive by Simmons. Oh, what a play!
Woo! Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And it's Brown missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with Greg's supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways.
Oh, what a dunk!
It's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
It's tipped. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Brown the pass to Tice. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Buries the long-range jumper.
Tatum doing a nice job recognizing when to let it fly and when not to. A very capable threat from outside the arc.
Now Simmons, 10 points for him. And the rejection by Tatum. Horford. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
76ers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Simmons slams it in.
The slashability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Tatum on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Brown. The tray. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Korkmaz. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kemba Walker picks one up. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Al Horford. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Richardson in for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Out outside, Smart. There's the pass to Wanamaker. He dishes it to Williams. Smart deciding where to go with it. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Richardson. Thibault with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. For 3, Harris. But they get it back. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Goes back up. The rebound by the Celtics. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Pass to Canner. Down low. Deflects the pass. Now the 76ers on the break. Richardson finds Thibault. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 76ers get it back. For 3. Not going to go that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Williams passes to Tatum. Outside, Smart. To the middle. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Thibault. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Richardson. And it's Scott with the jam.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
The 3 from Tatum. And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay,
the basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Robinson, and it's Richardson in at the 1 spot. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Out to Harris. Wide open. And Cancer pulls it down.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And it's Williams with the jam.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Offensive rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Trains the three-pointer. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Boston making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Gordon Hayward comes in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Philadelphia also making some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Tobias Harris. Alec Burks comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Josh Richardson. Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Embiid kicks to Robinson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. And Hayward at the stuff.
And using his underrated athleticism, Hayward is no stranger to throwing it down.
And that one's good, Simmons. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last.
Oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down. And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And the 76ers also making a change. Eibel's checked in.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Here's Simmons. Good on the shot. Simmons got 12 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Pass to Thibault. 1:07 left to play in the first half. The offensive rebound outside for Simmons. A 3 ball. Thibault can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 19. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
Boston making some changes. Tatum, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Ben Simmons. Pass to Scott and taken away by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Burks kicks to Horford. Here's Thibault. Sinks the triple. Thibault's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
The 76ers leading by 17. And here is Milton. The pass to Richardson.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And so it's the Philadelphia 70s. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, and Tobias Harris, a player that can slide. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Tatum dishes to Walker, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Another shot. He can't hit that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go. Hayward kicks to Walker. Tice passes to Tatum. Back to Tice. Tatum dishes to Brown. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Horford.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And then for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris is checked in for Horford. Robinson is subbed in for Burks.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
The Celtics have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pitched as the half started.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good.
Guys, I tell you what, he's definitely one of the few guys with that move.
Simmons passes to Korkmaz. 1:57 left to play in the third. Robinson misses. Outside, Walker. At the top of the key, Williams. The kick out to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Ben Simmons. Pass to Thybulle. Inside, stolen by Kanter. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Tatum finds Smart, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Smart's got 6 points in the quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Harris, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. And Cantor throws it down.
And how about the toughness of Cantor? Outstanding at keeping his composure and just finding a way to capitalize.
Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Horford's checked in. Richardson kicks to Scott. Left side, Horford. Hilton the pass to Scott. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And the call will be against Al Horford. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's good from Cantor.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Scott. Here's Richardson. They shoot again. High post, Embiid. Here's Milton. Horford trying to free himself up. The 76ers with another miss. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Tice. It's hauled in by Richardson. Pass to Milton. Kicks it to Embiid. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 7. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Burks in at the 3, the small forward. Cantor, and it's sent back by Horford. They get it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Brown comes in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Richardson.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Embiid with the steal.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's Williams.
At the defensive end, Horford, he gives you everything he's got, always looking to contest shots.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Simmons, and the shot is good. Simmons got 34 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And the dunk by Embiid.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. And a wide open look for Walker. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Floats it up for Horford. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shoots. Walker's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's Simmons. Horford trying to free himself up. 2 points. That one goes. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it. The D was all over him, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And some changes here for the 76ers. Now, here's Langford. Defended by Milton. They kick it out to Green. Passes to Cantor. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Neto. The pass to Milton. Buries it down low.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
there's a lot of things out of your control, just like in real basketball, though. So my main thing is, how do I face adversity when it hits, and how do I keep my composure when things hit the fan, you know? And so that's what I'm looking forward to.
An aerial view of downtown Boston, our location tonight. And with
hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, DA, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And Tice gets it to go. Here's Herter. In the corner, it's Hunter. Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown, stolen by Walker. Outside Tatum for the finish, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can't get lazy around Kemba Walker now. He's got fast hands. He'll take it from you and be gone.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning. Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Fires the 3. Young's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Walker finds Tatum. Off target from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. To the paint. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Young against Tatum. And Capella sends it back. Hunter, the pass to Young. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Pass to Tatum. And here's Tice. Capella covering. Out to Hayward. Outside, Walker. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Boston. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And a change for the Hawks. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Hunter with it. Brown's there. There's the pass to Hunter. Young with no one around. And it's all evened up. Young's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hawks. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Hunter. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Then for the Hawks, Damian Jones is checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Hunter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Bembry kicks to Capella. Shoots over Cancer. And it's Capella missing.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Teague, here we go.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't get in front of Jeff Teague, he's going to throw it down off that dribble drive.
And they double up Brown. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Passes it to Reddish. Capella inside. He's against Cantor. Capella, the pass to Reddish. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward comes in for Brown. And a change for the Hawks. Dedmon's checked in. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Here's Wanamaker to the middle. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Reddish's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's Williams with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got his second basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Stolen by Smart. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Boston on top. They lead by a bucket. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for Atlanta, you've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the power forward position.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Hayward finds Smart. Back to Hayward. Fires the three. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Herter. Pass to Bembry. To the inside. Here's Fernando. No good. Excellent D there from Williams. Teague the pass to Herter. And he drops it in from the low post. Herter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And there's the feed to Dedmon. Down low, Fernando. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Hayward passes to Williams, and he gets the bucket. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Here's Fernando. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Fernando's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Hawks. Here's Hayward. Up and in on the layup.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Hawks have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Young, good.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. Young outside. Just 5 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's Young on the wing. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
They get it again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Williams, and it's Brown in for Brad Wanamaker. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter. Young finds Collins. Now here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
He gets it in there. Young's got 19 points.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Here's Tice. Boston, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 13. From past the arc. Up again, and Collins is right there.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Tatum. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
And here's Reddish. Young outside. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. He's got 22.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Brown dishes to Walker. And stolen by Hunter. Now here's Jones. Kicks to Young. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 22. And that does it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low.
Well, Jaylen Brown has a ton of upside, and he shows it with his passing ability there.
Collins kicks to Young. Collins against Tatum. Capella the pass to Collins. Young outside. Takes the 3. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Walker outside. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got 9 points.
Boy, Kemba Walker, his ability to expand his range and become consistent from 3 has been critical for this young man's career.
Capella the pass to Hunter. The shot from the low post is good. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Tatum kicks to Tice. Celtics passing it around. Walker the pass to Hayward. Inside, here's Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Hunter, no one around him, bangs home the trifecta. He has 5.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Young from outside. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Back to Wanamaker. It's stolen by Teague. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And Reddish with the slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Williams dishes to Smart. Smart on the wing. Back to Wanamaker. 6 to shoot. Pass to Smart. Williams with the ball. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's Wanamaker. Here's Cantor. The kick out to Williams. Tatum on the wing. Now Smart. No points in the game yet for him. And Jones sends it back. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Atlanta leading by 21. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Reddish with the ball. Tatum on him. And stolen by Tatum. And the pass to Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Wanamaker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Jones, the pass to Bembry. To the paint. Passes it to Reddish. Just 3 to shoot. Jones in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Jones kicks to Reddish. He's looking for Dedmon and finds him. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Hawks lead by 21.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Smart on the wing. The dish to Cantor. Pass to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Williams. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Bembry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Smart. The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Smart dishes to Cantor. Good work defensively by Capella.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Atlanta ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Teague. Jones is out there with Labissiere. Then it's Reddish. And it's Graham in at the 3.
One of those guards who just oozes with potential. Langford has the size and skill set that every team is looking for.
There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Shots good by Green.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
The Hawks shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. Reddish the pass to Labissiere. Reddish with the ball. He kicks to T. No good on the 3. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Ogilvy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops. Boston making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Williams comes in for Green, and it's Brown in for Langford.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Young. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got 28.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Walker the pass to Ogilvy. And stolen by Hunter. Here's the break. Young for 3. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Capella kicks to Young. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Tice and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Boston shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. And there's the pass to Williams. Here's Tice. And here is Hunter. Young from outside. Rebound Boston. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And stolen by Hunter. For the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Boston making some changes. Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Young looking it over. Passes it to Hunter. For 3. but they recover it. The kick out to Young. Atlanta again missing. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
And here's Young from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Capella. Back to Young. No good with the triple.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Ogilvy passes to Williams. Langford has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 55 seconds left in the fourth. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Boston, no good that time either. Stolen. Stolen by Collins. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Herter. Left side Collins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Celtics ball.
Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ogilvy. He feeds it to Williams. And Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now the pass to Wanamaker. Here's Ogilvy. He's guarded by Collins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Able to follow through on the shot, even with the contact. Good concentration there by Langford.
On its way from Young for two. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Can't hit that one.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Irving with it, picked up by Brown. It's good.
Well, see, this is the thing. You think you got Irving covered, but then he's just able to finish.
Pass to Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from KD. Irving for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 5 points so far.
You want to know what sets up Irving's drives? I mean, his ability to hit from distance, his handles, his game. He has it all.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. He's watching. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Now here's Dinwiddie. This one for 3. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Durant. Irving's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Nets. Tatum drives in. Hayward outside. Down low. The kick out to Brown. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Knocks it loose. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. On the wing, Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the inside. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Tatum finds Tice. Now Brown. Off target at the rim. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Irving. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
Dinwiddie kicks to KD. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Hayward outside. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Oh!
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Irving misses.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And Tice throws it down.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Irving passes to Allen, and it's good. 2 points. Allen's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dishes it to Hayward. And it's sent back by KD.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here's Tice. The 3 from Tatum. Brown, and it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving with a clean look. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Tatum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Prince misses.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Williams can't get it to go. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Stolen by Smart. Up the floor. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown. I mean, the hops. This is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Jordan. And Cantor pulls it down. Celtics trail by 6. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside. Clock at 6. Wants to get it to Brown and does. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Celtics making a switch here. Williams has checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Now here's Irving. He's got 10. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. To the paint. Here's Brown. Outside, Smart. Shoots from 12. There's the feed to Williams. And it's good for 2.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Nets leading by 5. Down low. Prince, the pass to Harris. Over Williams. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Prince. Harris has got his first points in this one. Williams dishes to Brown. And stolen by Prince. In transition, here come the Nets. with the putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And stolen by Harris. Irving, good look. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
Outside Irving. Nets passing it around. Back to Prince. Here's Jordan. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. That's their third straight make off an assist.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Harris outside. The dish now to Prince.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brown. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. Karis LeVert's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And it's LeVert missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Smart passes to Tice. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 6. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Gordon Hayward.
A decent size, good hands, a couple of things that make Hayward a solid finisher inside.
Here's Allen. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Walker dishes to Tatum. Hayward looking around. Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Left side Walker. The kick out to Tatum. Hayward passes to Walker. Tice with the ball. Stolen by Allen. Dinwiddie finds Allen. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. 6 on the shot clock. Durant, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. LeVert with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Tatum passes to Tice. Durant with the steal. Feeds it to Irving. Here's Allen. Banked in off the glass. Allen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
And you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's LeVert after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Allen in the post, defended by Tice. Can't get it to fall. And for the Celtics, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Williams passes to Williams. Back to Williams. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Good on both. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. They trail by 6. On the way, Harris, guarded by Smart. Left side, Tatum. Got a hand on it. Harris against Smart. And it's Harris off the drive.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. All sorts of time. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Williams passes to Wanamaker. To the middle. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Harris. And they pick up 2. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, the assist by Smart, and I think his playmaking is coming along.
Prince kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fires from the line. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. He's off on that one. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Smart. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now that's the way you want to end the quarter, with the momentum on your side.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Celtics trail by 6. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Karis LeVert. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. The Nets also changing it up. Jared Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Walker dishes to Cantor. Back to Walker. The pass to Cantor. Down low. Outside, Smart. On the wing, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Cantor. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Irving. Finish off the break. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Hayward with the ball. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 11. Jordan the pass to Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jared is a center who primarily operates near the hoop.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Smart. Walker taking his time here. Over to the left wing. Here's Tice. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
To run. Brown can beat you down the floor, then finish the play.
It's stolen by Brown. Here's Walker. Brown. And it's Brown on the follow.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip-in.
KD finds Harris. Back to Durant. It's deflected. It's stolen by Tice. Hayward, left side. Back to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
He's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
I don't think pressure bothers Kanter that much. He remains calm and collected in the game's biggest moments.
The putback goes up again. KD with the bucket.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Thomas. Brown the pass to Hayward. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving dishes to Harris. Nets passing it around. Three-pointer, LeVert. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side to Walker. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's what you got to love about Walker's fearlessness. He wants the ball in those big moments.
Irving attacking. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, told me Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
Tatum, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. Now here's Durant after Jaylen Brown's miss. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist from KD. And the Nets lead by 9.
Now look, an assist like that gets Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Now here's Tice. And it's sent back by Allen. Outside Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Tips it. And staying with the play, Allen. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Great D that time from Tatum. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. A shot by Hayward, wide open. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home